Guys, it is Saturday, and just wanted to knock this one out. I lately been really having a good time with it. As you guys know, I've had more. I've always been really tight with my sister, but over the years, it's just really cool when you get along with family. Then again, maybe the dynamics would be different if I had, 3 sisters and 2 brothers or something like that, but I just have my sister. But since we've been dealing with the stuff with my dad, it seems like we've gotten a lot closer, and we've been doing more stuff. Thankfully, like Christine and my sister get along great, and sometimes they even go shopping where they leave me alone. But she's coming over tonight, and I'm gonna take her out to dinner. And Christine's going with too. Sam? Oh yeah, Sam is coming. Sam's coming, and she's bringing a friend of ours, so it's gonna be like a big family thing. So I thought, since I had a designated driver, why not get a little lit up before everybody gets here and we have to take off? So, but I do have to warn you, I have a rant, and maybe it's not deserved, but it's still gonna happen, and it's not politics. Why are we here? We're here to look at Ballantine India Pale Ale, 7.2%, 70 IBUs, and this is again another one from Minnesota. I try to have a very, very limited knowledge of some of these things because I don't want it to influence my rating on the beer, especially, there's so much of our brain that we don't know what's going on, and a lot more even with a liberal. But nowhere on here does it say anything but that it's from Ballantine Sons, Cold Springs, Minnesota. Well, Paul, Hazman 440, had to go and wreck it for me, and sent me information that this company was actually, I guess, out of business, and they were resurrected by Pabst Blue Ribbon. So that's what I know about this. I felt like I wanted to look into it more, but I figured it was here. NIHAP sent it. Why not just get into it, and if it completely blows, then it can go into the toilet along with Obama. So let's give it a try. I'm not doing this to be cruel to it, but PBR, Bud Light. I guess I'm going to use the Bud Light opener. Oh, of course, it's got their symbol is kind of the nuclear thing. So sorry, I'm just checking this because I've actually been having a little bit of a conversation back with JR10 Desert Gold. Oh yeah. He says that I really need to get a hold of Space Cake Double IPA from Clown Shoes, and I've never even seen one of these around here, JR10, but yeah, it does look good. But so you know exactly where the conversation is. I told you I was on my way down here to take a look at this, and here we go. So if there's a lapse in our conversation, it's because I was drinking a beer and talking. Technically, I'm talking to you in the past. Yeah. Okay. Well, Ballantine IPA looks something like this. Wow. Wow. First of all, I'm getting pounded like Travis at a truck stop by the beautiful aroma of the citrus. It's got absolutely spot on color. It's not crystal clear. It's got obviously some cloudiness to it. And as we speak, the head, which obviously there's plenty of carbonation here, I gave it a slow pour, and we still developed a good inch of head, and it is bringing that color up into it. And to be honest, I don't think I've had a beer that didn't end up being a 9.5 or a 10 that did that. And this is from a company resurrected by Pabst Blue Ribbon. Um, it's a little late, my friend, to use your picture as a screensaver, but I can show everybody that as we speak. Does he got the grill going? It looks like he might have the grill going in the background. Desert Gold, JR10 Desert Gold, enjoying a cold beer in his pool out in Arizona. Yeah, so you get a load of the man boobs. He wanted to make sure that everybody saw him. So see, it's a little late to use it as the. It ain't ever gonna happen. Hang on, the whole world has now seen your man boobs. Okay, back to this. I just love you guys, especially like JR10. Been a friend for quite a while. Been a good friend, and it's appreciate your friendship. So to this. Sweet and citrusy, and my brain just keeps thinking PBR. Thank you, Paul Hasman. Cheers, everybody. PBR my ass. Wow. Citrus up front. Maybe not a medium on the mouthfeel, but definitely not light. It has some hefty to it. You get that citrus punch up front. I would say it leans definitely on the grapefruit side, but it has a little bit of characteristic of the pine to it. There is a sweetness right behind that. Like what? I'm wearing a face mask? Face masking. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down. Kind of like a tropical fruit. It's got that sweet characteristic to it, but it's not really saying, look at me, I'm tropical fruit, I'm pineapple, I'm Heffy in a thong. You know, it's none of that. Right behind that. Oh, and he sent 2 of these. Right behind that, you get a really nice, dry, bitter area. You know, sticking you with that whole 70 IBUs. And then behind that, you're getting exactly how I like my IPAs to wrap it up. A light citrusy hit with a heavy dry bread, but not dry to the point where afterwards it leaves like a rusty aftertaste or anything. You know what I'm talking about. What's like Sierra Nevada? One of theirs is just great as long as you're drinking it. But as soon as you stop, that heavy, almost irony aftertaste is just too much. This just dry, smooth citrus and bread. Maybe in the middle, as you're getting that dry, you might notice a little bit of the alcohol, but not really. Well, shit. PBR? Wonder who that could be. Get ready to open up the Lagunitas Hairy Eyeball. I'm telling you right now, without any reservations, that when they put out the Hairy Eyeball, that is where they draw the line. Kind of cryptic, don't you think? I'm guessing, though, that it must not be that bad. I'm giving it up. You're going to find out, right? I plan on reviewing that tomorrow, but I'm not going to tell these guys yet. And the guy in the review, all he did was talk on the phone. How fucking rude. Yeah? Well, go find somebody else that has the kind of quality that I have. What? I just have fun doing this. And great friends. And enjoy reading the reviews. Been busier and shit with everything going on right now. And like I always say, even if you don't get a response, just know that reading the comments and like the other night, Ed and I don't remember Heffy, I think were going at it on one of them, and it was just like all I did was just was reading the comments as you guys were going back and forth at each other, and I had to have an actual laugh out loud while Christine was sleeping. Okay, well, here's going to be a shocker. On the E scale, I think Paul is just making that shit up. I don't think that Ballantine India Pale Ale has anything to do with PBR. So, oh, that was kind of cool. Cue the lights. I'm giving this a 10. This is outstanding. Right here in Minnesota, and honestly, I've never seen that in a liquor store around here. What is wrong with these people? Maybe I'm just shooting past it. I mean, I know, like at both of the places I go, boys over at the Keyport and the guys at Super One Liquors, nice bunch of guys there. I'm gonna have to look. I mean, maybe this is something. I mean, like I said, Lord knows how many possible 9 or 10 beers I've just walked past because, it's awesome. Keyport doesn't do it yet, but Super One does. You can get a 6-pack for, I think it's like $9.99. Pick and choose whatever you want. You could have 10 or 6, a 6-pack, and you can pick 10 different things. You can get a 6-pack and pick 6 different things and pay $9.99, but they don't do it with everything. And in the list of things, just about as a surprise goes, almost everything that was in that list where you could pick one of, I had actually had everything. So, yeah, a 10. This is outstanding. Really, absolutely outstanding. And last night I was chatting with Paul Hasman, and recently, I don't know, maybe I was good for Christmas, and it was my Christmas present from NIHAP. He sent me up a few Bengalis. Love the Bengali. Don't get what you're about to see here wrong. This is not in need of anything other than a glass, and that's optional, depending on where you fall in the scheme of things. I just prefer all my beer in a glass, even if it's shit beer. But so this, trust me, there's no necessary modification in any way to a 6-point Bengali. But you guys that saw my review, the Lagunitas brown sugar is just, for me, just a little bit on the outside of the sweetness at least for something that is coming off as like an IPA. You put this in an Imperial Stout or something like that, and JR10 has, you know, gotten into my taste buds, and he's pushing me in the direction I'm finding that when I found some of these sweeter Imperials and even an IPA, but maybe it's just the brown sugar that taste that I find to get a little overwhelming. Maybe not the sweetness on this. So last night while I was chatting it up with Hazman, I got this idea. Why not take the awesome flavor of the Bengali and use it to tone down the sweetness, but yet heavy-hitting alcohol and flavors of the brown sugar? Well, that worked out so well that, let's see, so we take a little bit of this, and a little bit of this. You know, you guys, I'm telling you, I don't know. I know we had this conversation, but it was probably well over a year ago. So anybody fairly new to the channel, I mean, that's how some beers are. A black and tan. That is mixing. So maybe you have something that you're not overly impressed with, but you say to yourself, God, it just seems like such a waste to throw these out, and nobody is up here that you could possibly entertain and give that poor bastard your alcohol. So try goofing around and fact that the poor nitrogen carbonation opposed to the regular carbonation. You are absolutely right. I already got chastised by Steve Bush for the pour, and even my daughter. There was an absolute taste difference on the left-hand nitro milk stout. I had one of those last night, and I think I let that thing pour from 2 feet over the glass. You got the whole cascade in there. Flavor was awesome. Absolutely. I screwed up, okay? I screwed up. Nope, you're absolutely right. It was a completely different beer. Okay, so half brown sugar, half Bengali. Actually, this has almost turned into one of my favorite IPAs doing this. So I don't have access to the Bengali, but then I don't know if this brown sugar is going to be something that's always in the cooler. They try to get the things that obviously they sell out of, and they try to restock it, but some things are kind of limited. But like, again, this is the first time I'd ever even seen the brown sugar, and of all the things from Lagunitas, it was like a full shelf of them. You get to the brown sugar, and I literally bought the second to the last sixer of that. So what that means, I'm not exactly sure, but by mixing it with the Bengali, it completely takes away that overwhelming brown sugar finish. And I'm not opposed to brown sugar. But for some reason, it's just I didn't like that end flavor. But the Bengali seems to be going, whoa, whoa, whoa! You can have the first half of this beer, and you know what? I will be like Travis and take it up the rear. I'm not exactly. How, you know, what's the chemical equivalent on that? What happens when you mix a 6.5% and a 9.9%? Does this one dilute this one, or what? Yeah, that's really all. That's really all I had. You know, you got to see me, you know, drink 3 beers and chat it up with JR10 Desert Gold through the whole thing. Could have been a picture of JR10 right there, but I personally think that that's better. Nothing. Oh, quickly before we go though, as I already said, tomorrow we are going to be looking at Lagunitas, the Hairy Eyeball Ale, also coming in at we got 56.66 IBUs, and it's 9.1%. Liking that. The rant. I don't know. Kind of just got this got my attention. I was up at Fisherman's Corner today, looking at some handguns, looking for something for one person in particular, just to see what the kind of price we were talking about. And I noticed that Fisherman's Corner had the KSG. I can pick up a KSG for about $900, which I think is way overpriced for what you get. Having said that, I know several people that have them and absolutely love them. Brother's Keeper has one, loves it. They are very cool. They are very small. If I had nothing else that I wanted and was walking around with a thou in my pocket, I'd probably consider one. But, you know, just throwing it out there as an idea for Chuck, because I know how he is. He's always wondering, what can I do next for Eric? You know, I leave these shitty ass comments, but then I'm constantly sending stuff. I mean, he's just always just tears at my heart at how much he cares. But the reason I even bring it up is because I know one of the other YouTubers is giving away a KSG, and you know, like 5 seconds into his video being uploaded, it was like over 6,000 views, and I don't know how many entries that he has. Of course, he makes it easier by just having to leave a comment in the comment box. Why not? Making you guys actually make a video. But I can tell you right now, there is a lot more money invested in this than a KSG, and I haven't looked yet today, but as of a little while ago, haven't even broke 2,000 views. But maybe I'm just getting more quality entries, so I should just shut up. But just kind of, you know, just seems like, you know, every single time we've done an AR giveaway, we've just completely blown the map off of how many views and how many entries we get, and then I finally throw up what I believe is the best mix of quality components and great sponsors, and cue the crickets, and nobody shows up. And you guys can be the first to know, as it stands right now, which was supposed to be the one and only sure deal, the Geisel trigger looks like it's not going to happen anymore. And I don't know about you, but I'm not in the financial realm right now of running out and buying a $250 the Super Dynamic enhanced trigger that was supposed to go in this. So it looks like I will be doing the best that I can, and probably taking a mil spec and doing a little polishing. And I have a set of JP springs. Could probably clean it up a lot. I feel bad though, because something that is from end to end over the top in parts, and then it's kind of like having Chip Foose build you a car, but then insisting that you put a Briggs and Stratton single cylinder motor in it, when it could have had a $5.95 big block, or something like that. So that's my only complaint. Nothing against all the people that have entered. There's been a hell of a lot of great entries, and like always, you feel bad because there's only one rifle, so there can only be one winner. So I am. What time is it? Whew. It's gonna be go time pretty soon here. It's making room for the rest of it. The galley, brown sugar. Cheers to you guys. We will see you tomorrow. Again, it must have been the influence of the force of chatting with Paul Hasman 440 that got me to mix those two, and they turned out awesome. Did I even put a bolt carrier in this thing yet? Oh yeah. Okay. Well, probably should try to finish this thing off and find a deserving person to give it to. Unfortunately, I'm still not completely done because it still has a muzzle device to go. Still, the GRGs though, they look good. It's just I had something just a little bit more over the top in store. Okay. Sounds like my sister might be here. So, cheers guys, and we will see you tomorrow. And I'm going to be giving you the hairy eyeball.